Dalene, and I'm the curatorial assistant at the Guildhall Museum in East Hampton, New York. We also live in East Hampton, and I'm here with my kids. Welcome to our home. Did you want to introduce yourselves, guys?
Beckett. Hey, my name is Avery and I'm 7.
And how old are you, Beck?
5.
Very good, awesome. Well, today we wanted to show you a project that we came up with a while back that you guys might have fun doing at home with your families. It's an all ages thing pretty much. The messiest part is the nail polish. So you want to use either non-toxic nail polish if you have little kids, or just be aware of the nail polish depending on the age range. So we were really inspired by what artist, Avery, do you remember?
No.
No. We were really inspired by Alice Hope. Alice Hope had an exhibition at Guildhall 2 years ago that I had the pleasure of working on. She uses hundreds of thousands of can tabs in her artwork. When Avery and Beckett were introduced to the work, they got really excited to start collecting can tabs. So you may be able to see. Over time, as we drink our seltzers and sodas, we take the can tabs and have been saving them. And then Alice does this really amazing thing. In addition to her artwork, she makes jewelry. You can see my necklace here. This is a gold-plated can tab. This is a can tab, a found can tab. So somewhere, someone in the world used this, and now I'm wearing it as a gold-plated jewelry, and it comes on a ball chain. So actually my kids, Avery had a great idea. She said, Mom, why can't I make those myself? So we came up with a project, and actually we did this just before her 7th birthday party. We made can tab necklaces for all of her friends as a favor at the party. So you guys could make some for your friends for when you guys get to head back out to school, or for the summertime when we get to see everybody again, whenever that would be. So all right, let's sit down, guys. Here, I'll show you an example. So we have some things here. Yeah, you can show them that. So here's an example of one of the ones Avery made for her friends. She used a pink nail polish to paint the can tab, and then a ball chain. So you want to show one? Sure. So we purchased the ball chain on Amazon. Can I show this back? Came in a little bag like that. I got multicolored. So this is something you can probably find. If not, there's a ton of other things that you can use. I'll show you. If you have any sort of like elastic necklace making thread, fishing line, any sort of embroidery thread, or if you guys make lanyards or friendship bracelets, you might have some things laying around. So that nylon lanyard thread could work too. All right, guys, let's sit down and we'll show them how we do it. Come on, bub. So the first step is to pick out your can tab or take it right off your can. You guys want to show them how you take it off your seltzer can? Want to get up close? Sure. You could also use tabs on like a can of beans. Those are a little bigger. These, what is that, guys? Perrier seltzer? Yeah, these tabs are like kind of squarish, which is fun. If you drink those bubbly seltzers, those have colored can tabs, which is always really fun. So there's all kinds out there that you can, it's very refreshing as well. Come here, Beckett. It's not coming up. Ah, there you go. You just had to do it a few extra times. So start collecting your can tabs, and let's pick one out. Avery, which one are you going to pick out? Beck, which one are you going to pick out? You want to get more than one?
Yeah. Mommy.
And the examples we showed you guys were just one can tab on a chain, but obviously you can paint multiple ones, multiple different colors, and stack them, arrange them, do color combinations that you like. Bracelets, doesn't have to be a necklace. There's so many options with this. Nothing is right or wrong, just have a lot of fun. All right, so we take our can tab, and we like to use a plate, and I put down these little like plastic cutting board placemats that I've used whenever the kids are doing craft projects, because again, the nail polish could get on whatever surface you're at, so protect your surface Looks like Avery has a pink nail polish. Beck, what color are you picking?
Beck has blue.
Beckett has a yellow.
Beck, do you want to do blue up next?
And Beck really likes blue. What's your favorite color, blue? Beckett? Blue! Okay, sit down, Beck. Okay, so then, actually, I'm gonna grab the camera and move it in a little closer so you guys can see what the kids are doing. Sit down and paint your paint on, bud. You gotta be in your seat. All right, let me take this out. Actually, I'll just do this. All right, Avery. So you may want to use, Avery, the little toothpicks or something, or these we have, to hold it in place so you don't get too much on your fingers. We've tried that.
I can't.
You could always paint half of it, let the half dry, and then paint the other half.
I can't.
It does get a little tricky keeping them in place.
I can't open it.
Good job, honey. That's a beautiful color.
I can't open it.
You can't open it? Avery, do you want to help Beckett open his
How about this one I can open?
Sure, try. I can help you. Nice, sorry, please.
Oops.
It's all right. Use the tweezers to flip it over. How's it going? So Avery's working on a purple one. That looks great, honey. Use the tweezers. It's a little easier than your fingers. Here's some that we've already painted that are drying. Avery thought that blue went on a little thin, so she's gonna add another coat when it dries. Beckett is working on another one too. And we've been using these little plastic tweezers to pick them up and put them over here. But you can always use nail polish remover to get the nail polish off your fingers. Yeah, I'll help you, bud. Another thing that you guys may want to have on hand is some nail polish remover for fingers or any little spills. Here's Avery's plate. She's been making a bunch. Here's drying.
We have
Beckett too. And then we have even more over here that we're letting dry. Okay, so Avery's gonna show you guys how to put it on the necklace.
This is how you take it off. You just pull it like this. You stretch it forwards, then you pull it to the side a little, and then it comes out.
Very nice.
And then you put the cam tab on the side with the big thing on it.
You like to string it through that side?
And then...
But you can do any side you want, right?
Yeah, you can do any side you want, but I like to do it on the side with the big thing. And then you put it down on the necklace. And then to put it back on, you just chain this back like the ball in the big section. Then you just pull the other ball down and it comes in. And that's how you get a cam tag necklace.
Love it. Thank you so much, honey.
Hi.
And that is how you make an Alice Hope inspired can tab necklace. Thanks everyone for watching. Again, I'm Casey. This is
Avery.
And
Beckett.
And I'm the curatorial assistant at the Guildhall Museum. We're going to be doing a ton of these DIY home art projects that you guys can do at home, hopefully with things you can find around the house. And we hope you enjoy them. Tune into our YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media to see more. Thank you so much. And if you want to follow Alice Hope, who inspired this project and whose artwork is absolutely gorgeous. She uses thousands of can tabs in her work, and they're very dramatic and really beautiful. You can follow her on Instagram at Alice_Hope. ALICE_Hope, HOPE. All right. Thank you guys.
On to the next video.
Hello, Nutrition Dragon. Hello, Nancy Atlas. Hello, Live Nancy Atlas Show. My name is Inda Eaton, and I have been asked by the Nutrition Dragon to make a piece, a special health nutrition piece to commemorate the birthday of Nancy Atlas. We will be making one of my new favorites, beer bread. And it's hard to say in these times, what is a suitable time to day drink? Used to be 4, sometimes with different time zones, it's 5, 3, it really depends. It's hard to say, but I think for this type of situation, we could go as early as 9 Eastern Standard Time. We will be using some of my favorite ingredients. beer. Another one, follow, camera follow. It's like a real show. This is flour that we get from Quail Hill Farm. I took a cup of the Godless Heathen flour you can buy at the grocery store, and to that, I'm going to add a cup. That's a cup of the Tree Hugger flour from Quail Hill. So we got 2 cups of flour, all right? What else the hell it says? It says to butter the pan. Now, these are tough times. We cannot get butter. A neighbor went and got this no-brand canola oil spray. Usually, I don't really like this stuff. Just spray the hell out of that. Let's just goose this up. Let's just grease this up. Okay, back to me. It works. So we grease the pan. Now the recipe calls for a beer. Now, I don't like to waste bottled beer. I think it has more of a comforting texture during these times. So we're going to use canned beer. Let's take the beer as the recipe says. I kid you not. This is the recipe. I know it seems like we're wasting beer, but I'm telling you, if we can feed our children and sacrifice this beer in these times, I think that's what we have to do. Okay. This is like a cooking show, kind of mise en place. This is sugar. This is probably the best thing America makes. That's probably all we really know how to eat and drink and consume. So we're going to put this to the beer. So to the beer and the Tree Hugger flour, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. I wouldn't use the bottled beer in this because it's better in the freezer and you just get a better taste. We're going to mix up all these ingredients, all right? Kind of go in a clockwise way. So now, camera follow, we're going to pour our beer batter. I kid you not, that is all that is called in this recipe. Maybe 2 months ago, we would not have been this stressful with the spatula. But I can tell you now, people, you want to get every last bit of this, because why would you waste a beer and 2 cups of flour on this product? Now opening the oven door, which is preheated to 375. I will now place this, I think they call it a bread pan. I'm going to place the bread pan in the oven and we shall see what happens. Yeah, like that. Back like that.
Light the set.
Yep. Well, it seems the bread is ready to check. I will get my hairnet, my shelter-in-place hairnet. Safety is paramount. I'm using a toothpick. Looks like there's nothing sticking to it. I do think there's not a lot of rise to this, but this is the thing with this stone ground Tree Hugger flour. You don't get a lot of rise. Let's just take this out. This is a time where you would let the bread rest on the stove a little bit. And then what you would do is put that bread on a cooling rack. Let's do that. Probably not very fancy. We are literally feeding the children with beer and flour. Let's see what's going on. They always say in a food show, you should eat your food. People like to see you eat it. Let's see. You're probably thinking this looks like banana bread. It's got that kind of texture. But honest to God, probably could have used some salt. I would put a real sharp cheddar on here. Put a sharp cheddar on here. Oh, this works. You know what? If we can teach the children how to take beer, see, how does this work with the Jesus thing? Teach the people to take the beer with the flour to make the beer bread.
Nice, good.
Or do you just give them the bread? Haley, Garden Nutrition Dragon, thank you for inspiring me to look deep inside of my soul. Nancy Atlas, happy birthday. You know I love you.
Well, 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 well. Looky who we have here, if it is not my arch nemesis, CULLRACK! I thought I told you to leave this town and to never come back again. But then I look around. And what do I see? What do I see, CULLRACK? A glove here, a mask there, and I know Poppy's back in town. It wasn't enough the last time, was it? Huh? Wasn't enough. What do you have to say for yourself?
What do I have to say for myself? The last year has been hell. Look at my claw. You ripped it off. What else can you take from me? I used to be Lobster Man. Now look at me. I'm CULLRACK. Just leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me stand alone. I don't want your garbage. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's take a look at the crap that you are leaving in our town. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to you, all right? So let's take a look. See that? That's at the Montauk Lighthouse. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? And look here. This is the Amagansett Post Office.
Those were my gloves, but hey, what am I supposed to do? I'm your arch nemesis. I got a nice ride. It's lit, man. I mean, I can't infect that with some glove. I mean, what would you do? What would you do?
So you're telling me that you think the people that work and live out here should pick up your stuff? Your dirty one-claw glove? Is that what you're telling me?
It's one glove here and one glove there. Let it go.
You know, I thought when I took your one claw last time and made you from Lobster Man to CULLRACK that you would be done. But obviously I'm going to have to do something different. Obviously taking a claw is not enough. So we're going to have a little lesson right now, you and I. All right, buddy? All right?
No, we're good. Me and my mini claw, we're going to go. All right, thanks. No trouble. No lesson, please.
We're going to have a lesson on what's going to happen to you if I find one more fucking glove in my town. All right? And I say my town because I'm here to defend it. That's what I'm saying. All right? So what I'm going to do to you is I'm going to open that little lobster mouth of yours, right? And then I'm going to take this knife, my clam knife, that I keep right here, all right? And then I'm going to put it in your mouth like that, right? And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go, oh, and then your mouth, your little tongue is going to drip out of your mouth. So that, you know what's going to happen? The next time you go to say something, you can go, yeah, all right? You're going to have one claw, and you're not going to be able to talk anymore. Stop dropping the gloves in my town, in our town, in the town, in any town. Stop dropping the gloves. And the masks for that point too. And the masks. What's wrong with you?
All right, I get it. What I did was wrong, and I'm sorry, okay? I'll leave. I don't want any trouble. Please let me go.
You feel me? You feel me? Do you feel me? I have had enough. I have had enough. So let me tell you something. Take the message that Clam Lady's got a knife, and that she's in town, and she's not happy. And she also may be perimenopausal. I'm just saying. And you tell all your friends, you come to my town and you drop your gloves or your mask in my town. Well, let me tell you that, hold on. Hold on, one other clam. Let me tell you that, that's what's going to happen to you. Right? Your tongue. That's what's going to happen to you. Now get out of here. Tell all your friends. No, really, get out of here. I got a date with Striped Bass Man any minute. It's getting late. Wham bam. Thank you, Clam. Peace out, mother shuckers. It's about to get real.
AFTEE Feed the Need, which is really all about helping the local food pantries, helping food get into the hands of people who need it by supporting the organizations who can best deliver it.
The idea emerged about having one entity where somebody could donate to that would be a not-for-profit, so it would have tax deductibility. And that organization could then distribute the money to all the food pantries based on need. Sort of like an umbrella group, like a United Way type of thing for the food pantries.
I think the key and the beauty of Jay's idea was thinking regionally. The need was obvious that we were going to have problems that people would have because of incredible unemployment. Nationwide, we've seen 22 million people file for unemployment insurance. The East End of Long Island is not immune from that.
The need has quadrupled for us on a monthly basis. And we're able to purchase food and take care of people instead of worrying that we would not be able to. And that is the greatest fear that a food pantry would have.
For both Jay and I, it's important, and we recognize from the beginning, we're on this and we're in this for the long haul. AFTEE, all for the East End, we see this, we want this to be a unifying force. With this pandemic, we're all in this together. And I see this effort for food security as a way to bring everybody together, no matter what part of the community they come from.
This is the East End community helping the East End community, and it feels like a group effort. We hope that AFTEE will continue to address other really important needs, social needs on the East End.
If you'd like to make a donation, go to aftee.org. You can make a credit card donation easily. All amounts are welcome. If you'd like to write a check, you can go to our corporate sponsor, B&B Bank, and drop off a check at the drive-thru at any of their East End branches. If you'd like to send me a message, I will get back to you quickly, info@aftee.org. And all I can say in closing is thank you. We live in an amazing place, in an amazing community, and we're coming together to help the people most in need.